I am Dana Malcolm. Rashaed Esson is here with me. This is your evening edition of Top Stories for Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. Coming up after this break, the news that matters most. Join us in observing World Kidney Month. Did you know that managing your blood pressure is crucial for preventing further kidney damage? Take the first step in supporting kidney health by keeping track of your blood pressure and working with your healthcare team to stay within the recommended range. Let's show support for kidney patients together. Brought to you by InterHealth Canada, Turks and Caicos Islands Hospital, where kidney health is our priority. A new deputy premier has been appointed. It came just hours after the PDM opposition party made an urgent call to Premier Washington Mizik to fulfill his constitutional duty and fill the spot. That call coming from Deputy Leader Robert Bean around 7 p.m. Monday. In a letter to the public, Bean said, despite internal political challenges with then Honorable Premier's party, we urge him to prioritize the people's interest and expeditiously fill the Deputy Premier position. Less than 24 hours later, just after 12 p.m. Tuesday, the position was filled. TCI Green Ecological Cooperative Limited, the new contractors in charge of the Providenciales landfill, will take over operation of the dump today, March 5th. Confirmation came from Kyle Knowles, Wheeland MP, that the handover would take place today. Run by brothers Richard and Delroy Gibbs, the company is seeking to transform waste management locally.
Our goal for the landfill is to convert it from a landfill to a recycling center / a sustainable nature park. The waste that cannot be recycled would be exported outside the country.
Currently, the Environmental Health Department is leading a fire extinguishing exercise at the dump in conjunction with the Caribbean Development Bank consultants. This is due to wrap up in June of this year. The UN Security Council is now calling for all parties to refrain from depriving the civilian population in the Gaza Strip of basic services and humanitarian assistance. It comes after over 100 Palestinian refugees were killed last week as they gathered by an aid convoy to secure much-needed food and supplies. The Security Council is also instructing Israel to keep border crossings open for aid. Israel claims it is investigating the incident in which its soldiers were involved. Still to come, Rashaed Esson, he has top stories from across the region.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number 1 is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.
It's now time for your regional top stories. I'm Rashaed Esson. That's the sound of Haitians filmed chopping repeatedly the head of an already dead man with what appears to be a machete in a heartbreaking turn of events where Haitians are fueled by rage and frustration, leaving no room for humanity. In the background, angry Haitians carrying deadly weapons, guns and knives and cutlasses are heard shouting in Haitian Creole as they tamper with bloody, lifeless bodies, accompanied by powerful firearms going off as some fight and kill each other, a true indication that the instability is worsening every hour of every day, especially with prison inmates now roaming free. While this is happening in Haiti, G7 nations have spoken at the highest level in mainstream media about the atrocities in other countries such as Gaza and Ukraine, but so far have not said anything about the brutality and heinous killings of women, men, and children on the streets of Haiti. A joint investigation by Bellingcat, a Netherlands-based investigative journalism group, and the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian has revealed the owners of the tug and barge boats responsible for the oil spill in Trinidad and Tobago. The boats are registered under Malaj Offshore Corporation, a Panama-registered company, and Melissa Rona Gonzalez, an officer of Malaj Offshore, is reportedly the owner of the tugboat that reports say accompanied the barge before it abandoned it on or around February 6th, the day before the spill was discovered by Trinidadian authorities. The spill is said to be one of the Caribbean's worst in recent years. Magnetic Media is your news leader. For the news that matters most, we've got it here.
Century 21 Ayrshire Properties is your best resource for buying or selling any real estate in the Turks and Caicos Islands, whether it's a condo, house, villa, commercial property, or vacant land. Century 21 TCI can assist you with your real estate needs. No matter the sign, keep Century 21 Ayrshire Properties in mind. Call 649-941-7368 or email your friends at century21tci.com.
Our court correspondent Wilkie Arthur can report border force officials have arrested another American citizen for trying to illegally bring in cannabis through the Providenciales or Howard Hamilton International Airport. 23-year-old Mohammed Soleiman was arrested for improper importation over the weekend. The amount, we are told, was small, between 6 to 10 grams. Additionally, 33-year-old Wilbert Ferguson of Q-Town Providenciales was arrested on allegations of burglary, also over the weekend. That is it for this edition of the news, but remember, lots of details on these stories and more at magneticmediatv.com. On behalf of myself, Dana Malcolm, Rashaed Esson, and the entire news team, thank you so much for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.